Hi, and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. I am Camille, and on today's episode, we will be making some pumpkin cranberry bread. We are taking the recipe right out of our Nestle's cookbook. I will put the link below where you can get this cookbook. I've had it for at least, this is going to date me, 20 years. So let's get started. If you haven't yet hit subscribe, definitely hit that like button. All right, let's get to baking today. For this recipe, you will need some pumpkin, of course. We have some flour, some sugar, some eggs, baking soda, salt, pumpkin pie spice, some regular vegetable oil, and we're going to use some pecans today. All right, and some cranberries, of course. I'm going to use dried cranberries, but you can use fresh or frozen, whichever you prefer. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the dry ingredients. We're going to do 3 cups of flour, just regular all-purpose flour is what I'm using today. All right, we're going to, let's get some measuring spoons out, shall we? I did not do that. As usual, I'm prepared. All right, we are going to use 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of our pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have pumpkin pie spice, you can mix it up the way I did. And I can link a recipe below for that as well. So, I just put in 2 tablespoons. Well, we're going to have nice and spicy because I wasn't paying attention. So it's fine. It'll be delicious. It'll work. All right. And we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And that is it for our dry ingredients. So let's go ahead and mix that together. All right, I forgot to add the 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now we can go ahead and mix our dry. Set that aside, and we're going to use 3 cups of sugar. Now this makes 2 loaves of pumpkin bread. Let me see, just the regular size, but I might do some mini loaves today as well. So to this we're going to add, let me see, our 1 can of pumpkin. So I have a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Now this is just regular pumpkin. This is not the pumpkin pie filling. Pumpkin pie filling already has sugar in it. We don't want to add any extra sugar. So this is just pumpkin puree. To this, we're also going to add our vegetable oil. We're going to add 1 cup of vegetable oil. If you don't want to use oil here, you can substitute and you can use applesauce or pear sauce, whatever you have. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix this together before I add in my eggs. Okay. We're going to add our 4 eggs in now. I'm going to go ahead and crack them into another container just because I don't want to get any shells in my batter. You don't have to add these one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and start to add my flour, my dry mixture. I am going to just fold in my nuts and my cranberries at this point. So we're going to add 1 cup of our dried cranberries. I'm just going to eyeball this. About 2 palmfuls. And about the same amount of the pecans that I'm going to add. All right, let's get this cleaned up and fill our tins. All right, let's go ahead and fill these. I'm going to go ahead and use my ice cream scoop. I have floured and sprayed and floured in that order. And I'm going to put a couple of scoops in each tin. These are just the mini tins. I cannot remember where I picked these up. But they work great around the holidays when you want to do individual cakes for people. Or breads, I should say, individual breads. Okay, and I'm going to dump the rest of this into our loaf pan. This is just a standard regular size bread pan. All right, I've had my oven preheating at 350 degrees. We are going to go ahead and throw these in. The smaller ones, I'm going to start to check after 30 minutes. It probably will take closer to 45 for them to get done. The rest, or the big one, I'm going to check in about an hour. And I will bring you back once these are done. What you'll want to do is put a toothpick inserted, and if it comes out clean, then you know your breads are done. But it will probably take closer to an hour for that great big one. All right, let's go ahead and put them in the oven. See you back here in a minute. All right, this is what it looks like when all of our breads are done. All right, now that our bread is done, I went ahead and topped mine with a bit of butter, because everything's better with butter. Pumpkin spice. It's got the nice sweet cranberries in there, because I use dried cranberries. It's got the pecans. You can use any nut here. This is a classic for a reason, because it's just delicious. I hope you give this a try. If you do, let me know what you used in yours, if you used the fresh, the frozen, or the dried like I did, or if you used any other combinations. I'd like to know, because I'd definitely like to try your recipe. All right, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one. I am sure glad you stopped by here today to bake with us. All right.